Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate everything uh, that our district does for our community. We are here at Cesar Chavez Middle School. My name is Mr. V. Moreno, and we are getting ready to start our first esports tournament of the school year, our second 6 weeks tournament. Hopefully, everybody is ready for some of today's matches. It should be exciting. We have middle schools, elementary, and even some of the high schools competing here today in the beautiful city of Palmview here at Cesar Chavez Middle School. For those who are unaware, this is our second year in esports here at LJISD. In just a moment, we will begin shortly with our first set of matches for today. Again, thank you so much for joining us on today's live stream. We are getting started quite soon with our first esports tournament of the year. This would not be possible without some of our sponsors. We are sponsored by donorschoose.org/LJISD esports. Make your contribution today. I know that a lot of our clubs and schools are in need of equipment, resources to help fund these activities that we do for our students. Again, thank you so much for joining us on the live stream. It's a beautiful day, and our students are excited and prepared to get battling. This is going to be a Super Smash Brothers event. I'm going to go ahead and just show you a little bit of what it looks like. And again, we have two students versus two students. Will be a 2v2 battle. Okay, this is our second year competing in Super Smash Brothers. This game is eligible to compete at the high school, at the college level, at the primary and secondary level. Super Smash Brothers is a multiplayer fighting game using Nintendo characters. This game is also played through Region 1. Students are eligible for scholarships in university and in college for competing in Super Smash Brothers. This is going to be a great event overall. Again, today's event is a 2v2. And we'll go ahead and show the bracket and give a shout out to those students competing. Thank you so much for joining us today. It looks like we have our first two teams queued up already. Player 1 will be Richter. Looks like they're matched up with Pyra and Mithra. Donkey Kong and Toon Link will be competing here today also. So we'll go ahead and jump right into the match and give you some information about who's competing shortly.
3, 2, 1, go! Team battle.
All right, guys. Thank you again for joining us today on the live stream. We're just getting started, and we had two teams compete just now. The Yin Yangs from Chavez Middle School versus the Koopa Troopers from Memorial. It looks like the Koopa Troopers are moving on, and again, we're just getting situated here at the tournament. We'll go ahead and update you with player names, with team names as we move forward. But again, thank you so much for joining us today. Our tournament is sponsored by DonorsChoose.org/LJISD Esports. Make your contribution today. A lot of the funds that are necessary are used to help purchase equipment for our students, controllers, different items that will allow for them to compete at the highest level. So again, thank you so much. We are here at Cesar Chavez Middle School for our 2v2 Super Smash Brothers tournament. And again, we'll update everyone with the bracket, with team names, and a lot of these bits of information that'll help everyone at home cheer for their schools, for their students. It'll be a good time overall. We just witnessed our first match of the day, Memorial Middle School versus Chavez Middle School, and Memorial is moving on to the next round. Pretty soon, we'll queue up our next match, and I'll update you as to the tournament bracket and a lot of those extra things. Right now, we're going to take the time to show you the bracket for today. We have two brackets, one for the elementary and one for our secondary. Let's go ahead and share our secondary bracket first. Okay, so on the screen, you see our tournament bracket. We are proceeding with round 2. The Koopa Troopers Memorial just moved on. Fast Drop will be against JD Salinas. JD Salinas will also be competing against Chavez Middle School. Chavez Middle School will also be competing against the Wii Warriors from Juarez. Zavala Middle School versus Memorial. Irene versus Chavez. Garcia versus Zavala. Chavez versus JD Salinas. Garcia versus Salinas. So again, you can tell from our tournament bracket that we have quite a few schools competing for today. It should be a good time. Right now, we're going to hop out of the bracket and head to our match of the day. We have, it looks like a Mr. Game & Watch is queued up for the blue side. It looks like a Jigglypuff and a Lucario for the red. Let's go ahead and tune in to the match.
Lucario
So right now we have queued up for today Jose and Gilbert Ovalle versus Artemio and Ryan from Zavala. So it'll be a Memorial Middle School versus Zavala matchup coming right up. And it looks like our students had a little bit of controller settings set up to get started with. Looks like our blue team is going to be with Ridley. Looks like we'll have a Kirby and a Ridley main to compete against Jigglypuff and Lucario. I do believe it is Memorial Middle School, my home campus, with Kirby and Ridley versus Zavala Middle School on Jigglypuff and Lucario. Let's get started with this match. So again, here we go. Kirby and Ridley off to a great start, minimizing their damage. And Ridley's 2v1ing the Jigglypuff. Kirby with the down B on Jigglypuff almost gets knocked off the map. Ridley with a nice forward B to take Jigglypuff off. And it looks like the blue team is 2v1ing the Lucario. Nice down B from Kirby, but he's not safe. A hard punish from the red team. Looks like Kirby's looking for a little bit of revenge. A down B from Kirby. It's an even matchup so far, ladies and gentlemen. Another down B from the Kirby. Blue team is up. Jigglypuff with some nice forward Bs. Looking to sleep. Trying to lullaby one of his opponents. Kirby with an up B to catch almost two of the characters. And red team with a stock off of Ridley. Ridley looking to get a little bit of payback for that last stock. And here we go. Even matchup so far. Jigglypuff at 96%. No edge guarding on the Jigglypuff. Huge KO from the Ridley. Looking to clear and sweep the mat. You have 6th grade student Jose Toledo and 8th grade student Gilbert Ramos Ovalle from Memorial trying to make their mark here in this first match. Right now, our blue team is up 2 stocks to 1. Ridley doing a great job of just sweeping the map. And it's a 2v1 with Jigglypuff. Fell asleep with the rest. A down B. Oh my gosh, Jigglypuff with a crazy KO on Kirby. It's still anybody's match. This Jigglypuff can finesse and move his way around. Down B from the Kirby. And a knockout. Kirby, Ridley take this first match. It looks like Memorial will proceed to the next round. Great job from our students here competing. Beautiful, beautiful second match of today. If you remember, our first match was without commentary, but we did have Memorial Middle School moving on from Chavez Middle School. And we have quite a few results already. Let's go ahead and share some of these tournament results with the community. So it looks like Juarez Lincoln was able to move on from Chavez. Chavez defeating the JD Knights. The Space Invaders move on. Team Fast Drop moves on from JD Salinas. The Koopa Troopers move on. Kirby Nightmare Land moves on. That's the match we just finished watching. And those are just a few preliminary results from our, and again, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize. I know a little bit hard to see there. But again, we have Juarez Lincoln moving on in their first match of today. Memorial Middle School moves on from Zavala. JD Salinas moves on. Well, my mistake. Chavez Middle School moves on from JD Salinas. Memorial defeating JD. Memorial also defeating Chavez. But this is a double elimination tournament, ladies and gentlemen. If they lose, they are still in the running for the next match. Let's go ahead and talk a little bit about our elementary bracket, because not only do we have our middle school and high school, our secondary bracket, but we do also have our elementary, which are competing for today. Here's our primary bracket for today. Right now, we're going to get started with Paredes Elementary in Tabasco on stream. That will be our next match for today. Let's go ahead and tune in to see our character selection screen. Again, right now we have our elementary set up. Let's go ahead and tune in.
3, 2, 1, go!
And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, with an update as to the teams competing in this one. We have Joaquin and Perla from Paredes Elementary versus Adolfo and Jordan from Tabasco. Kirby with a nice down B to take a stock. It looks like the red team has an overwhelming victory right here. Let's see if our blue team can take a stock off this red team. Came out dominant. Let's go, Sonic. Cheers for Sonic in the chat. Sonic narrowly missing. It's a 2v1. It's definitely going to be a little difficult, but let's see if our Sonic player can take a stock off of this blue team. Nice down A from the Sonic. And a huge, it looks like a forward air to KO the Kirby in this one. Great KO. Good knockout. And you got Lemmy, one of Bowser's many children here, competing with Kirby against Sonic. Again, we had Joaquin and Perla from Paredes versus Adolfo and Jordan from Tabasco. Let us know who you think wins this one. Was it Tabasco or was it Paredes? We'll update you shortly. A great match from our blue team today. Looks like that Kirby and Lemmy are going to be pretty hard to defeat for the elementary bracket. Dominating victory right here. And with that, it was Paredes Elementary with the victory. Joaquin and Perla move on. Great first match from the elementary. Looks like Paredes will have a strong showing here at today's tournament. And again, just a mic check from those viewing at home. If y'all can let me know if the mic is working pretty well, if the sound is messed up. Thank you so much, guys. We'll get started soon with our next tournament for today. Stay tuned. Right now, we have a short intermission video showcasing a lot of last year and a lot of what we were doing last year for our esports events. Thank you so much for joining us. We will be back shortly.
First of all, I'd like to thank La Jolla ISD for supporting esports. We brought it to different individuals, the school board, so forth, and they were very supportive in implementing esports. Esports is about competitive gaming and having kids compete against each other from different schools. And I want to let the students know that esports is here at La Jolla ISD, and we're very excited. We invite all students to be a part of esports. If you're interested in gaming, esports is here, and we invite you to be a part of this new endeavor that's been approved by La Jolla ISD. The kids are having a wonderful time. They're competing, they're watching the games live. Plus, this event is being live streamed as well.
This esports tournament is about a gaming league where LJISD from at least 10 schools play, middle school and elementary. We go against a beat, but it's like a raffle, I think. So then what we do is we play against each other to see who wins, and that person who wins, they go up. But if you lose, it's okay because everyone wins. If one person wins in each school, everyone wins. We started doing esports at 5th grade at the beginning. What I like about esports is that you get to play whatever games you want, and it doesn't matter if you lose or win, you're always a winner.
I like it because it's pretty fun. I like the conversations that are going around school. It's nice to see that people are getting back together. I would like to thank my teachers from 8th grade all the way through 6th grade.
The esports tournament that we are doing today is through Nintendo Switch using the software called Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And the reason we chose that game is because it is rated E+, which means that elementary, middle school, high school, and even universities can compete in this. Esports is bringing not only a different type of competition, just like regular sports, but the difference is that anybody can participate, where any student can compete regardless of their background. Eventually, our goal is to continue growing as an esports program, to compete not only, if possible, in Region 1, but statewide as well.
We are a leadership campus here at Paredes Elementary, and what the best way to lead our district is by hosting our first annual esports event here at a leadership campus at La Jolla ISD. You know, we do have some great athletes, great musicians here at La Jolla ISD, but we also need to recognize that we do have gamers that aren't really into sports, aren't into music, but they can play one exciting game. And that's what we have here. We're offering that opportunity, leading the way for our gamers at La Jolla ISD and across the RGV. I wanted to go ahead and just share out to the RGV students across the valley. If you want to be part of a gaming family, come join us here at La Jolla ISD, where the opportunity is for you.
And we're going to jump right into this one, ladies and gentlemen. We have Juarez Lincoln versus Chavez Middle School. Looks like our red team is doing very well right now. Red team is Juarez versus our blue team, which is Chavez. We'll go ahead and update you right now as to which students are competing. But so far, it looks like an even matchup between the middle school and the high school, which is very impressive. K-Rule holding it down for the blue team. Kirby still with plenty of health left. Titled, with a knockout on the Juarez side. So it looks like a pretty even matchup so far. The Rodriguez brothers versus the level 9 CPUs. Very clever names for today. So again, we have Andel and Yandel from Chavez versus Alejandro Miguel from Juarez. And it looks like K-Rule has all the power in his hands to try and win this for his team. 2v1 from Juarez versus Chavez. And an upbeater recover from the K-Rule. Oh, and it looks like King DDD with a huge knockout, edge guarding Chavez Middle School. But a very close matchup from Chavez and Juarez Lincoln. Juarez Lincoln, of course, being one of our high schools, and Chavez Middle School is our home campus for today. We are here in the beautiful city of Palmview at Chavez Middle School for our second 6 weeks tournament, but a great showing from our middle schoolers to compete against some of our very best at Juarez. It looks like Alejandro and Miguel will be moving on. Great matchup from our student esport athletes. And yes, esports is a competitive sport. Not only are our students using their mental capacity, but it's strategy, teamwork, a lot of leadership is involved when competing in competitive gaming. So again, this is our future, ladies and gentlemen. Esports is the future. Esports is now. We will be getting started shortly with our next event for today. I'll go ahead and give you an update as to how some of the tournament brackets are shaking out. Let's go ahead and take the time to visit our tournament bracket at the primary. See which schools were able to move on from their first round. It looks like Cavazos defeating Tabasco. Our Gryffindors team versus Tabasco Elementary was able to move on. Paredes, the Kirby team we saw earlier on stream, was able to move on. Tabasco moves on from Gonzalez. In two of our rounds, the Enforcers Epsilon and Enforcers Gamma move on from the HBG Howlers from Gonzalez. Looks like Peña Elementary was able to move on also, and Paredes defeating Cavazos, our Mario team. So again, it is a double elimination tournament. Our students do have another opportunity to compete and make their way back into the main bracket. Right now, we're going to go ahead and take the time to look at our secondary bracket. For our secondary, we have Juarez Lincoln moving on from Chavez. Looks like we have Garcia moving on from Chavez, the 1%. Memorial moves on and will face Juarez Lincoln in their next match. Space Invaders from Chavez move on from JD Salinas. Memorial moves on from JD, and Memorial also moves on from Chavez. Looks like we're going to have a Memorial matchup over here. Juarez Lincoln versus Memorial in the second round. And again, that's just a little bit of an update for our tournament bracket today. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes our stream will need to be rearranged a bit. But again, right now we're going to get started with Salinas versus Garcia Middle School on the main stage. JD Knight team number 4 consists of student esport athletes Fernando Luna and Jose Jimenez. from JD Salinas. And Garcia Middle School, we have the Conquerors, which have teammates Omar Vasquez and Jocelyn Rivera. We'll go ahead and send you to our character selection screen so we can see which characters will be competing for today. Right now, we just have our students setting up their controller settings. And we'll go ahead and get started soon with our next matchup. Again, today's event couldn't be without your contributions. DonorsChoose.org/LJISD Esports. Make your contribution today. A lot of the resources will be used to help purchase more equipment for students, controllers, Switch devices for the campus. A lot of these contributions will only help further give incentives to our students to want to be in school, to want to pass their classes. Again, in order to compete in esports, students must be eligible by passing all of their classes. For the 6 weeks, they need to be an active participant at school with good attendance. And there's a lot of different criterias. Please check in with your local elementary or middle school to see if your school has an esports club. Again, we'll get started shortly with our next match. Right now, our students are just working on their controller settings. From Irene Garcia, again, one more time, we have students Omar Vasquez and Jocelyn Rivera. We'll go ahead and return it just as
Kirby. Little Mac.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. We are just getting started with our next match for today. It looks like it'll be Omar and Jocelyn from IGMS versus Fernando and Jose from JD Salinas. Looks like it'll be a Husky Lobos matchup on this next battle here that we have. It's a 2v2 matchup. For those just joining us, thank you so much for joining our live stream for today. And again, for those out in the community unfamiliar with Super Smash Brothers, this is a multiplayer battle game between Nintendo characters from all over the Nintendo universe. You have characters like Mario, Donkey Kong, but also characters like Link, Zelda, Metroid, Yoshi, Kirby. We even have a few downloadable characters like Kazuya from the Tekken franchise, characters like
Kirby.
Banjo and Kazooie from that old Nintendo 64 franchise. It'll be a great event overall. We even have characters like Richter from Castlevania, Ridley from Metroid. We have Pokemon characters in this game like Lucario, Charizard, Pokemon Trainer, Jigglypuff, Pikachu. This is an event or a game that's played not only at the elementary, middle school, and high school, but students competing at the collegiate level also compete in Super Smash Brothers. Scholarships were awarded for esports athletes. Super Smash Brothers is a great start to an esports career in gaming. Again, looks like we're ready to queue up to this next one. Red team versus blue team, Little Mac and Kazuya versus Lucario and Kirby. Let's see how the blue team does, because they do have characters that are a little bit more finesse little bit more technically skilled, a higher ceiling cap on those characters. Let's see how they do. Kirby right now with a nice absorb onto Kazuya, and Kazuya falls off the map. A very tough recovery from Kazuya, but it looks like we have another stock off of Little Mac. Little Mac with a terrible recovery, so we'll see how well they can stay on the map for today. And Little Mac again falls off the map inadvertently. Looks like our red team has a strong start to this one. Little Mac edge guarding the Kirby, and Kirby with not enough air to make it back onto the map. Looks like blue team was able to take a stock off the Kirby. Nice tilt moves from the Little Mac here. Forward tilt moves from the Little Mac. Kazuya starting to feel himself a little bit, now getting into the match. Huge attack from the Kirby, and some nice edge guarding from Little Mac, but Little Mac again with the recovery, just not able to get back onto the platform. Looks like it's a 2v1 right now. Kazuya trying his darndest to stay into this one, and Lucario with a neutral B. Huge energy blast from Lucario. Kazuya is glowing red, so his moves are empowered here. Let's see if Kazuya can take a stock off of this red team. Kazuya not trying the up B on that one. Maybe he lost his jump. Still with a fresh stock, and both these red team characters are at high damage. Let's see if Kazuya can even it up a little bit here. Get some motivation and momentum for his next match. Kazuya with a grab move. Double KO on that one. Beautiful job from Kazuya. Kazuya's all alone here, 2v1, and not able to get back on the platform. Red team takes it. But an exciting match at the end. That's the Kazuya being. It looks like on this one, moving on, we'll update you soon as to the winners for this one. Was it JD Salinas, IGMS? Tell me your predictions in the chat. Which team moved on here? And it was Garcia Middle School with a victory. IGMS, Omar, and Jocelyn take this next match and move on to the next round. Great job. Right now, we just want to give a huge shout out to our contributions through donorschoose.org/LJISD Esports. Make your contribution today, even if it's just $1, $2. All donations are welcome and humbly received. Thank you so much for making this dream possible for a lot of our students. I know when I was a kid, that was the furthest thing from my imagination, being able to compete in games and being able to start an esports career. We now have the infrastructure in today's age with the technology and with a lot of the incentives going on. We have the infrastructure to support an esports league in which students compete in video games against other schools. It's a great event, great time overall. For those students who are not into sports, who don't play music, there are still avenues in which you can compete for your school and show pride for the campus in which you come from. So right now, again, we have our 2v2 matches for our Super Smash Brothers tournament. This is our first esports tournament of the school year, and it looks like we're heading right into our next match. I'll go ahead and update you as to who is competing in just 1 second, but let's just jump right into it.
1, go!
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Iker and Joel from Paredes versus Alex and Corbel from Tabasco. It looks like the red team has a huge lead, 3 stocks to 1. Let's see if our blue team can take a little bit of a revenge here at the end. Kirby with a nice downbeat at edge guard. The red team had a huge upswing from Ganondorf. A very strong character. Will red team finish it off here? It looks like red team has a clean 3-stock victory over the blue team. Let me know in the chat who you think won this one. Was it Paredes? Was it Tabasco? Iker and Joel versus Alex and Corbel. This is an elementary matchup. A very strong, dominating showing from our Ganondorf and King K. Rool. Beautiful, beautiful match. It looks like moving on will be the Ducks, aka Paredes Elementary, Iker and Joel with their snazzy team name, the Ducks. I wonder if that's for the Mighty Ducks. Great show, great movie on Disney Plus. But Paredes Elementary will be moving on to the next round. Right now, we're going to take a short intermission break, but just to showcase a lot of what we did last year for our students, check out our first tournament here in La Jolla ISD, which was last year at Dr. Paredes Elementary. Quick intermission video.
First of all, I'd like to thank La Jolla ISD for supporting esports. We brought it to different individuals, the school board, so forth, and they were very supportive in implementing esports. Esports is about competitive gaming and having kids compete against each other from different schools. And I want to let the students know that esports is here at La Jolla ISD, and we're very excited. We invite all students to be a part of esports. If you're interested in gaming, esports is here, and we invite you to be a part of this new endeavor that's been approved by La Jolla ISD. The kids are having a wonderful time. They're competing, they're watching the games live. Plus, this event is being live streamed as well.
This esports tournament is about a gaming league where LJISD from at least 10 schools play, middle school and elementary. We go against a beat, but it's like a raffle, I think. So then what we do is we play against each other to see who wins, and that person who wins, they go up. But if you lose, it's okay because everyone wins. If one person wins in each school, everyone wins. We started doing esports at 5th grade at the beginning. What I like about esports is that you get to play whatever games you want, and it doesn't matter if you lose or win, you're always a winner.
I like it because it's pretty fun. I like the conversations that are going around school. It's nice to see that people are getting back together. I would like to thank my teachers from 8th grade all the way through 6th grade.
The esports tournament that we are doing today is through Nintendo Switch using the software called Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And the reason we chose that game is because it is rated E+, which means that elementary, middle school, high school, and even universities can compete in this. Esports is bringing not only a different type of competition, just like regular sports, but the difference is that anybody can participate, where any student can compete regardless of their background. Eventually, our goal is to continue growing as an esports program, to compete not only, if possible, in Region 1, but statewide as well.
We are a leadership campus here at Paredes Elementary, and what the best way to lead our district is by hosting our first annual esports event here at a leadership campus at La Jolla ISD. You know, we do have some great athletes, great musicians here at La Jolla ISD, but we also need to recognize that we do have gamers that aren't really into sports, aren't into music, but they can play one exciting game. And that's what we have here. We're offering that opportunity, leading the way for our gamers at La Jolla ISD and across the RGV. I wanted to go ahead and just share out to the RGV students across the valley. If you want to be part of a gaming family, come join us here at La Jolla ISD, where the opportunity is for you.
So again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. We are in an intermission. We're just waiting for our next group of students to queue up for their next match. Let's take the time to look at the tournament bracket and update you as to which schools are competing. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. So here is our secondary bracket. Looks like Perfect Shield defeats the Goofy Goobers from Juarez and are moving on to the next round. But it looks like they'll yet again face Juarez Lincoln students. Level 9 CPUs defeated Chavez Middle School. Garcia versus Garcia looks like a at-home matchup. The Kirby's versus the Conquerors. We saw the Conquerors earlier today on stream defeat the JD Knights. Chavez Middle School moves on from JD Salinas. Garcia Middle School moves on from Zavala. Garcia moves on from Chavez. Juarez Lincoln was able to make the next match, so they will be competing against Kirby Nightmare Land from Memorial. Chavez Middle School, the Space Invaders, move on from their opponents, which were the JD Knights. Memorial defeating JD. And Memorial defeating Chavez. Well, looks like we have a Memorial matchup coming up pretty soon. Our next matchup at the secondary will be Juarez versus Memorial, Garcia versus Memorial. And right now it looks like we have a Memorial and Garcia matchup queued up on stage. Mr. Roy and Watch, Team Mr. Roy and Watch versus Hats and Bananas. Let's go ahead and jump right into the character selection screen. As we get ready for this next match, looks like we will have Memorial versus IGMS. And again, we'll update you soon as to which students are competing. I know for my home campus, Mr. Roy and Watch, Team Ramses Peña and Israel Portillo. We'll get started pretty soon with this next match. Our players are just choosing their characters. And we'll get started just in a second.
Unicorn!
And here we go. Red team versus blue team. Looks like Diddy Kong and Jigglypuff are going to be on the same end. Diddy Kong with an up B that falls off the map. And it looks like Diddy Kong is just not quite there with the up B. Diddy Kong needs to be careful with the up B and his rocket launchers. Hero with some great edge guarding onto the Diddy Kong. Nice up A from the Mr. My apologies, from the Rob character. Rob Main is doing a heck of a job edge guarding. Looks like Jigglypuff and Diddy are one stock each. And Hero with a nice edge guard, able to get back onto the platform. Jigglypuff is all by his lonesome. Strong showing from IGMS. Orlando and Casey right now in the lead against Memorial Middle School. Nice edge guarding here, waiting for Jigglypuff to return to platform just so that they can knock her around all over again. And a huge attack from the Rob. Looks like Hero combo. IGMS, or team Hats and Bananas, moves on. Great job from the IGMS crew. If you don't remember from last year, IGMS swept almost every tournament of the year. IGMS definitely a strong school competing in Super Smash Brothers. Great match from our student esports athletes. Right now, we're queuing up our next match on stage. We will return in a second to give you some live commentary on today's matches. Right now, a quick intermission video just to showcase a lot of our events from last year. Thank you so much for joining us on the live stream. We are here today at Chavez Middle School for our first esports event of the year, but it's our second 6 weeks tournament. We are here in the beautiful city of Palmview at Cesar Chavez Middle School, a great campus, a little familiar to my own campus at Memorial. I think we had the same architect. These schools are very similar, but very beautiful. We're in a huge field house. Our students are competing in the gym with TV set up. The lights are low. It's a great time here at Cesar Chavez Middle School. Of course, this couldn't be done without your donations. Thank you so much for donating at donorschoose.org/LJISD Esports. Make your contribution today. I know a lot of our schools are looking for resources such as controllers, switch devices. Right now on stage, we're going to have two teams from Benya Elementary versus each other. It'll be a Benya versus Benya matchup. Let's jump right into it.
3, 2, 1, go!
Right now we have Santiago and Kevin, Aliani and Leonardo. These two teams are from Benya Elementary, a home campus matchup here at the tournament. Let's see if their nerves are cool, calm, and collected. We'll update you as to which team moves on to the next round. But a huge smash attack. It looks like it's an even matchup. 2 stocks on the Kirby, 1 stock on the Bowser versus an almost identical 2 stocks on the Ridley and 1 stock on Terry. Great matchup so far. Bowser gets knocked out. Looks like Kirby is on his or her own. I've seen comebacks before, ladies and gentlemen. This is entirely possible, especially now that Kirby has 2 stocks and is able to focus a little bit more on which character to defeat. Ridley at high damage percentage and a huge smash attack from the Terry. Kirby looking to throw Ridley off the map. Ridley able to get back onto platform just fine. And again, the 2v1 continues. Let's see if Kirby can take a stock off of this blue team and maybe even up the matchup a bit. Looks like 1 stock each for the Ridley and the Terry, but Terry's at 67% damage. If Terry gets knocked out here, this could be a classic 1v1. We'll see what happens, folks. Nice forward air from the Kirby, trying to up A and throw Ridley into the air, but doesn't make it. Forward B from the Terry here. Ridley misses, not able to get back on the platform. This is the 1v1. Both characters are at high health, but Terry takes it. Such a close matchup from Paredes Elementary. Great show. Looks like it was showtime for the blue team. Terry with a great last stock finish and a huge victory for Paredes Elementary. Great matchup. It looks like Team Beta, which is Santiago and Kevin, move on to the next round. Santiago and Kevin, exciting matchup right there to clutch it right there at the end. We'll go ahead and update you as to the next two teams in just a second. But again, huge matchup right there. It was exciting till the very end. Our elementary students are bringing the heat today with their matchups. Beautiful, great job. For right now, let's hop into our tournament bracket and check out the standings and see where everyone's at the secondary, but also at the primary. Let's go ahead and look at the primary bracket or elementary bracket for today. Cavazos moves on from Gonzalez in the second round. Paredes moving on against Tabasco. We saw Team Kirby earlier today. The Ducks we saw on stream 2 are from Paredes, and they were able to move on from Tabasco. Cavazos Elementary moves on. They will face the Ducks. Paredes Elementary moves on from Gonzalez. Tabasco Elementary moves on from Peña Elementary. And, of course, we just saw the Peña versus Peña matchup. Team Beta, or, again, students Santiago Torres and Kevin Salinas move on to the next round. They will fight the winners of this matchup, Gonzalez versus Paredes. Let's take the time to look up our secondary bracket where we have our middle school and high school teams. We are getting ready to queue up these next matches between Memorial, Chavez and Garcia, Juarez and Memorial, Garcia versus Garcia, Garcia and Chavez. Right now we have on stream our consolation bracket. Chavez versus Chavez, the Dragons versus the Slender Cakes. Let's go ahead and check out our character selection screen in just a minute. And while we're waiting for that match to queue up, check out an intermission video from last year showcasing all the things esports. If you're unfamiliar with esports and what we do for our students here at the secondary and middle school elementaries, let's go ahead and show a quick video highlighting our events from last year.
First of all, I'd like to thank La Jolla ISD for supporting esports. We brought it to different individuals, the school board, so forth, and they were very supportive in implementing esports. Esports is about competitive gaming and having kids compete against each other from different schools. And I want to let the students know that esports is here at La Jolla ISD, and we're very excited. We invite all students to be a part of esports. If you're interested in gaming, esports is here, and we invite you to be a part of this new endeavor that's been approved by La Jolla ISD. The kids are having a wonderful time. They're competing, they're watching the games live. Plus, this event is being live streamed as well.
This esports tournament is about a gaming league where LJISD from at least 10 schools play, middle school and elementary. We go against a beat, but it's like a raffle thing. So then what we do is we play against each other to see who wins, and that person who wins, they go up. But if you lose, it's okay because everyone wins. If one person wins in each school, everyone wins. We started doing esports at 5th grade at the beginning. What I like about esports is that you get to play whatever games you want, and it doesn't matter if you lose or win, you're always a winner.
I like it because it's pretty fun. I like the conversations that are going around school. It's nice to see that people are getting back together. I would like to thank my teachers from 8th grade all the way through 6th grade.
The esports tournament that we are doing today is through Nintendo Switch using the software called Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And the reason we chose that game is because it is rated E+, which means that elementary, middle school, high school, and even universities can compete in this. Esports is bringing not only a different type of competition, just like regular sports, but the difference is that anybody can participate, where any student can compete regardless of their background. Eventually, our goal is to continue growing as an esports program, to compete not only, if possible, in Region 1, but statewide as well.
We are a leadership campus here at Paredes Elementary, and what the best way to lead our district is by hosting our first annual esports event here at a leadership campus at La Jolla ISD. You know, we do have some great athletes, great musicians here at La Jolla ISD, but we also need to recognize that we do have gamers that aren't really into sports, aren't into music, but they can play one exciting game. And that's what we have here. We're offering that opportunity, leading the way for our gamers at La Jolla ISD and across the RGV. I wanted to go ahead and just share out to the RGV students across the valley. If you want to be part of a gaming family, come join us here at La Jolla ISD, where the opportunity is for you.
Apologies, ladies and gentlemen, for the noise here. I'm over here closing our coach's office so we can get some good commentary over these live matches. Let's jump into our next match. I'll update you soon as to which teams are competing. It looks like Chavez Middle School is going to have another home matchup. Darren and Oscar versus Juan and Giovanni. Chavez versus Chavez. Hermes versus Lucario and Greninja. Let's jump right into it. Looks like here we go. Lucario and Greninja taking some early damage from the Kirby's. It's going to be so difficult against two Kirby's because we have a very safe toolkit, so to speak, for our Kirby players. Kirby has an amazing recovery, can get back onto the platform quite easily, is almost invulnerable when she does her down B attack, which changes her into various items, either a rock, a weight, a spike ball, different, all with varying degrees of strength and power. So that random number generator will really help out Kirby. Nice down B from the Kirby here onto Lucario. It looks like the Pokemon team versus the Kirby team. And Kirby loses a stock, but so does the red team. 2 stocks each. Looks like the blue team has an early lead. Down B from the Kirby onto Lucario. Greninja has a counter, which I haven't seen show up here quite yet, but if Lucario and Greninja can start using their counter moves, I think they'd be a lot safer in this matchup. Down B from the Kirby, but the Lucario gets a nice smash attack onto him. 2 stocks each for the Kirby players. Huge down B from player 4. Another down B, but a smash attack from one of the Kirby's makes it a 2v1. Will Greninja be able to focus a little bit better on his own here, or will the Kirby's clean it up? Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Greninja with the huge smash attack right here, evening it out just a little bit, but it's still a 2v1. Still very difficult to make a comeback on this one. Kirby sucks up the Greninja, tries to take him to the edge of the platform, but Greninja fights out of it. Huge down B from one of the Kirby's onto Greninja. 1 stock left for him. And I've played this game before, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes it's a little easier when it's just one versus two because you're able to focus on that character a little bit better. But we'll see what happens. I've seen amazing comebacks, not only from last year, but even today, some crazy comebacks earlier. Down A onto Greninja, doesn't find anyone, and Kirby seals the match with a, looks like a forward B. Great job from our blue team, the Kirby's taking over. We're gonna have to watch out for that team a little bit. It was definitely a horror matchup, a nightmare to watch that one. Looks like the Dragons will move on in this matchup, and the Dragons are Darren and Oscar. Darren and Oscar from Chavez move on in the consolation bracket, trying to make their way back into the main bracket. But speaking of the bracket, let's go ahead and take a look right now as to which schools are currently competing. Again, this is a double elimination tournament. We just finished watching Chavez versus Chavez Middle School, the Dragons versus the Slender Cakes, and of course the Dragons move on. Darren and Oscar Garcia move on to the next round, and if they're able to make it towards the end, they will make their way back into the main bracket. Our main bracket is set. We're waiting for these schools to compete. Let's take the time to look at our primary bracket also. Here we have our primary bracket for the elementary. Cavazos versus Paredes, Paredes versus Cavazos, Paredes versus Tabasco, and Peña versus Gonzalez. So it looks like each of our elementary schools were able to move on and are still in the running. Of course, we have our consolation bracket down here because it is a double elimination tournament. We'll get started shortly with our next match for today. For those just joining us, welcome to our live stream. We are showcasing our second 6 weeks tournament, our first event of the school year. And it's been a good time overall. Our students came at about 8:30 today, had breakfast in the cafeteria, then made their way to the field house or the gym. We are here housed at the beautiful Cesar Chavez Middle School here in Palmview, Texas. And it's been a great time overall. I know a lot of my students are coming over to the booth or to the announcers table and are excitedly telling me how their matches went. And I can just see the level of eagerness and desire to get better after these first few matches. Right now, we're going to head over to our matches for today. I'll go ahead and update us as to which teams are competing in just a second. But let's go ahead and choose. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We have Gabriel and Angel from JD versus Daniel and Santiago from Chavez. Looks like our red team is on the back foot here, 1 stock to 2. Over on the blue side, we have Ganondorf and Kirby. Huge KO from DK and Ganondorf, but Ganondorf takes himself out of the match on that one. Looks like we have a 2v1 though. Blue team looking to clean this up. Nice up kick from the Ganondorf. Kirby looking to up smash or to up B. Let's see if Toon Link can get a little bit of revenge for his teammate. Looking for the up B himself, doesn't find it. Tries to give a forward kick to Kirby. Down air for the Link onto Ganondorf. And I just have a feeling it's coming, folks. A huge smash attack from the blue team will end it, and here it is! Forward smash from the Ganondorf. Huge victory for blue team. We'll go ahead and update you as to the tournament winner on that one. Great match from that blue team side. Ganondorf and Kirby looking strong. Looks like JD Salinas moves on from that one. Gabriel and Angel, congratulations to those two students. They were able to clutch it against Chavez. And so JD Salinas will move on to their next matchup. I believe Chavez Middle School, at least that team, Daniel and Santiago, have just played their last match for today. But a great showing from these competitors. Great job from Chavez. But again, Gabriel and Angel will be moving on. We'll go ahead and get started with our next matchup shortly. Right now, I invite you to take a peek at last year's events. We had a great time last year, and we only hope to keep on improving and to making it better and better for our students. But again, we are going to leave for just a short intermission break while our next two teams queue up for their match. Thank you so much for joining us on the live stream. Check out our esports videos from last year.
First of all, I'd like to thank La Jolla ISD for supporting esports. We brought it to different individuals, the school board, so forth, and they were very supportive in implementing esports. Esports is about competitive gaming and having kids compete against each other from different schools. And I want to let the students know that esports is here at La Jolla ISD, and we're very excited. We invite all students to be a part of esports. If you're interested in gaming, esports is here, and we invite you to be a part of this new endeavor that's been approved by La Jolla ISD. The kids are having a wonderful time. They're competing, they're watching the games live. Plus, this event is being live streamed as well.
This esports tournament is about a gaming league where LJISD from at least 10 schools play, middle school and elementary. We go against a beat, but it's like a raffle thing. So then what we do is we play against each other to see who wins, and that person who wins, they go up. But if you lose, it's okay because everyone wins. If one person wins in each school, everyone wins. We started doing esports at 5th grade at the beginning. What I like about esports is that you get to play whatever games you want, and it doesn't matter if you lose or win, you're always a winner.
I like it because it's pretty fun. I like the conversations that are going around school. It's nice to see that people are getting back together. I would like to thank my teachers from 8th grade all the way through 6th grade.
The esports tournament that we are doing today is through Nintendo Switch using the software called Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And the reason we chose that game is because it is rated E+, which means that elementary, middle school, high school, and even universities can compete in this. Esports is bringing not only a different type of competition, just like regular sports, but the difference is that anybody can participate, where any student can compete regardless of their background. Eventually, our goal is to continue growing as an esports program, to compete not only, if possible, in Region 1, but statewide as well.
We are a leadership campus here at Paredes Elementary, and what the best way to lead our district is by hosting our first annual esports event here at a leadership campus at La Jolla ISD. You know, we do have some great athletes, great musicians here at La Jolla ISD, but we also need to recognize that we do have gamers that aren't really into sports, aren't into music, but they can play one exciting game. And that's what we have here. We're offering that opportunity, leading the way for our gamers at La Jolla ISD and across the RGV. I wanted to go ahead and just share out to the RGV students across the valley. If you want to be part of a gaming family, come join us here at La Jolla ISD, where the opportunity is for you.
And we're going to jump right into this next match here. We have students Marco and Joseciel versus Daniel and Axel. Right now, Bowser and Mr. Game & Watch are on the back foot here versus Daniel and Axel. Looking like a pretty good matchup so far. Bowser with a down air. Let's see which team will come out on top. Looks like it's an even matchup, but very high percent damage. Both knocked out. The red team moves on. Richter and Pyra Mithra versus Bowser and Mr. Game & Watch. The red team moving on. Memorial versus Memorial matchup. Very, very close one. The Koopa Troopas take this one. I know our Koopa Troopas are my students. 6th grade, Daniel Santiago and Axel Adame versus some 7th and 8th graders, Marco Montevalles and Joseciel Garcia. Very great matchup from those students. We'll see if they can make a return to the main stage. But great job from our 6th graders from Memorial MMS. Great job, guys. Right now, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the tournament bracket so far. This is our primary group here, our elementary students. Our next matches will be Paredes versus Cavazos, Cavazos versus Paredes, Tabasco versus Paredes, and Peña versus Gonzalez. So we got a few students from each school representing their campus today. In the main bracket for the secondary, we have Memorial versus Juarez, Garcia versus Garcia, Garcia versus Chavez, Memorial versus Garcia, IGMS versus IGMS, Memorial versus Juarez, Garcia versus Chavez, and again, Memorial moves on to their next match. Thanks so much for joining us virtually from home today for our second 6 weeks tournament. This is our first event of the school year, and we plan to have many more tournaments this year as compared to last year. We're hoping to compete not only in Super Smash Brothers, but Rocket League. We're hoping to compete in even typing games like Nitro Type, which is a game featured on typing.com. This is a great competitive game to improve your keyboarding skills for technology. We also hope to compete in Mario Kart and a few other esports this year. So stay tuned. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe button, and follow our channel for some more hot action here in LJISD Esports. Right now, we're queuing up our next couple of matches. We're just getting our players to the main stage. We are here at Cesar Chavez Middle School, a beautiful campus where we're competing here in the field house, the gym area, where there are TVs set up, the lights are low. We have teams from everywhere. I just walked outside and saw elementary students screaming at the top of their lungs, cheering on their teams. Students from Paredes had moved on to the next round, causing a lot of hype and energy here in the gym. It was beautiful to watch. I know for a lot of us older folks at home watching today, you're thinking to yourself, man, I wish I had this when I was growing up, because that's definitely how I feel. A lot of these student esport athletes are competing in something they love and they love doing and something they love to enjoy. This is a great incentive for students that want to come to school, that want to be here to compete. And of course, all our athletes in esports, we make sure to have those student competitors making sure they are passing all of their classes, that they are eligible to play through academic performance. So it is a great, great opportunity for students looking to get into an esports career, whether it's gaming, whether it's becoming a team manager for an esports group, whether it's doing live streaming or creating video content. There are plenty of job opportunities and careers for esports in today's future. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and showcase our events from last year with a quick intermission video. Again, thank you for joining us on today's YouTube live stream.
First of all, I'd like to thank La Jolla ISD for supporting esports. We brought it to different individuals, the school board, so forth, and they were very supportive in implementing esports. Esports is about competitive gaming and having kids compete against each other from different schools. And I want to let the students know that esports is here at La Jolla ISD, and we're very excited. We invite all students to be a part of esports. If you're interested in gaming, esports is here, and we invite you to be a part of this new endeavor that's been approved by La Jolla ISD. The kids are having a wonderful time. They're competing, they're watching the games live. Plus, this event is being live streamed as well.
This esports tournament is about a gaming league where LJISD from at least 10 schools play, middle school and elementary. We go against a beat, but it's like a raffle, I think. So then what we do is we play against each other to see who wins, and that person who wins, they go up. But if you lose, it's okay because everyone wins. If one person wins in each school, everyone wins. We started doing esports at 5th grade at the beginning. What I like about esports is that you get to play whatever games you want, and it doesn't matter if you lose or win, you're always a winner.
I like it because it's pretty fun. I like the conversations that are going around school. It's nice to see that people are getting back together. I would like to thank my teachers from 8th grade all the way through 6th grade.
The esports tournament that we are doing today is through Nintendo Switch using the software called Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And the reason we chose that game is because it is rated E+, which means that elementary, middle school, high school, and even universities can compete in this. Esports is bringing not only a different type of competition, just like regular sports, but the difference is that anybody can participate, where any student can compete regardless of their background. Eventually, our goal is to continue growing as an esports program, to compete not only, if possible, in Region 1, but statewide as well.
We are a leadership campus here at Paredes Elementary, and what the best way to lead our district is by hosting our first annual esports event here at a leadership campus at La Jolla ISD. You know, we do have some great athletes, great musicians here at La Jolla ISD, but we also need to recognize that we do have gamers that aren't really into sports, aren't into music, but they can play one exciting game. And that's what we have here. We're offering that opportunity, leading the way for our gamers at La Jolla ISD and across the RGV. I wanted to go ahead and just share out to the RGV students across the valley. If you want to be part of a gaming family, come join us here at La Jolla ISD, where the opportunity is for you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and we are going to get ready to queue up our next match. Let's head to the character selection screen. I'll go ahead and update you as to who's competing in just a second. Let's go ahead and check out our characters for...
Three, two, one, go!
And right now we are watching Emiliano and Adrian from Cavazos Elementary versus Joaquin and Edla. In the chat, tell me, who do you think will win this one? And oh no, Kirby, it looks like a restart. Might be a rematch here. Maybe some controller settings were messed up. You see these characters falling off the map, and it seems as if we will have a redo for this one. But right now you have Emiliano and Adrian from Cavazos versus Joaquin and Bedla from Paredes. If you remember, Joaquin and Bedla we saw earlier today at the beginning of our esports event. They were able to move on. This is elementary primary bracket. We'll see what happens on the redo here. Looks like characters are queuing up the same. You have a Donkey and Kirby on the blue side versus a Dark Samus and a Kirby on the red side. So let's just get right into it, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. That means go. Here we are. Kirby's looking to down B, and I see this strategy here. Looks like Samus is going to be using some projectiles while Kirby starts being the front line. So it's definitely nice to see some strategy work for these teams. Down B from the Kirby onto Donkey Kong, and a huge return attack from Dark Kirby, Shadow Kirby. Down B from Shadow Kirby on the blue side. Doesn't find anybody. Samus getting 2v1'd on the edge over here, and Samus loses his stock. My mistake. Samus is still here, alive and well. Donkey Kong not able to upbeat back onto the platform. Looks like the blue team lost a stock from both characters. Red team is in the lead early on. Nice down B from the Kirby. What a return down B from the Shadow Kirby. Nice down B from Shadow Kirby onto the red side. Some up Bs from Donkey Kong, which is actually a pretty powerful attack at high percentage. Looking to land an up B on the platform and interrupted from his enemy teammate. Shadow Kirby finds a down B onto the red side, able to take a stock from both characters. Looks like the Shadow Kirby is pulling a lot of KOs here. Let's see if the Donkey Kong can get a little bit of action too. Donkey Kong roots the Samus, lands a full up B on him or her. Shadow Kirby looking to up B. And right now, you have Red in control of the middle, edge guarding quite nicely over blue side. Nice forward kick from Shadow Kirby. Red Kirby taking out the Donkey Kong, so it looks like a 2v1. Shadow Kirby still with an extra stock here, but red side has 2 stocks each. We'll see if Shadow Kirby can make a comeback. And Shadow Kirby finds a down smash onto the Kirby. Up B from the Samus. Nice forward air from the Shadow Kirby, but finds no one. Shadow Kirby doing everything he can live in this one. Oh, and Shadow Kirby is knocked out. Great matchup. The Samus and the Red Kirby had a very strategic approach to their beginning. You had Samus with projectiles on the edge of the map, while Kirby served as sort of a frontline tank as the initiator, and it seemed to work really well for them. Donkey Kong is a huge character, so he was in the line of fire quite often, and so he took a lot of damage early on. Great strategy from the Samus and the Kirby players. We'll go ahead and update you as to which school moved on from that one. This was a primary versus primary matchup. And just waiting on results here.
Team battle.
Looks like we're getting ready to queue up this one, this next match. But again, we'll go ahead and update you as to which students moved on from that last match. Just waiting on results, but stay tuned. We'll give you and update you as to which team moved on in just a moment.
Kirby. Little Mac. Thomas. Kirby. Three, two, one, go!
And let's jump right into this one. Looks like we have Memorial versus IGMS. Leonardo and Michael versus Victor and Oscar. And we're already getting towards the end of this one. Looks like blue team is up ahead. Memorial with a lead early on over IGMS. Memorial, Michael Osornio on Samus versus Leonardo on the Little Mac. And Little Mac narrowly misses, but tries to look for someone on his forward B. Up B's the Kirby. Kirby looking to down smash. The Kirby matchup might be problematic, but it looks like the blue team is holding their own. Samus is projectile. And Little Mac with some nice forward smashes. Oh, and Little Mac finds him and knocks out one of the Kirbys. Looks like it's a 2v1. Samus charging his neutral, and Samus with a huge ups. Looks like a neutral B, but in the air to snipe the Kirby. Memorial takes this one. Leo and Michael moving on to the next round. Great match against IGMS. Those Kirbys could have been very problematic later on in the tournament. And for those who would like an update on the last match, we did have Paredes move on from Cavazos. Paredes on the Samus and my apologies, Paredes had a Kirby main. And I forget which other character, ladies and gentlemen, but it was a great matchup. Paredes moves on. Looks like Paredes will be in the semifinals for the primary. And we'll get started with our next matchup pretty soon. Right now, I invite you to take a look at some of our esports events from last year. Check out our stream from last year's event at Paredes Elementary.
First of all, I'd like to thank La Jolla ISD for supporting esports. We brought it to different individuals, the school board, so forth, and they were very supportive in implementing esports. Esports is about competitive gaming and having kids compete against each other from different schools. And I want to let the students know that esports is here at La Jolla ISD, and we're very excited. We invite all students to be a part of esports. If you're interested in gaming, esports is here, and we invite you to be a part of this new endeavor that's been approved by La Jolla ISD. The kids are having a wonderful time. They're competing, they're watching the games live. Plus, this event is being live streamed as well.
This esports tournament is about a gaming league where LJISD from at least 10 schools play, middle school and elementary. We go against a beat, but it's like a raffle, I think. So then what we do is we play against each other to see who wins, and that person who wins, they go up. But if you lose, it's okay because everyone wins. If one person wins in each school, everyone wins. We started doing esports at 5th grade at the beginning. What I like about esports is that you get to play whatever games you want, and it doesn't matter if you lose or win, you're always a winner.
I like it because it's pretty fun. I like the conversations that are going around school. It's nice to see that people are getting back together. I would like to thank my teachers from 8th grade all the way through 6th grade.
The esports tournament that we are doing today is through Nintendo Switch using the software called Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And the reason we chose that game is because it is rated E+, which means that elementary, middle school, high school, and even universities can compete in this. Esports is bringing not only a different type of competition, just like regular sports, but the difference is that anybody can participate, where any student can compete regardless of their background. Eventually, our goal is to continue growing as an esports program, to compete not only, if possible, in Region 1, but statewide as well.
We are a leadership campus here at Paredes Elementary, and what the best way to lead our district is by hosting our first annual esports event here at a leadership campus at La Jolla ISD. You know, we do have some great athletes, great musicians here at La Jolla ISD, but we also need to recognize that we do have gamers that aren't really into sports, aren't into music, but they can play one exciting game. And that's what we have here. We're offering that opportunity, leading the way for our gamers at La Jolla ISD and across the RTD. I wanted to go ahead and just share out to the RTD students across the valley. If you want to be part of a gaming family, come join us here at La Jolla ISD, where the opportunity is for you.
And ladies and gentlemen, apologies for the delay, but here we are. Memorial versus IGMS. Orlando and Casey versus Mario and Max. You have Mario and Max on the blue side versus Orlando and Casey on the red side. Looks like DDD loses a stock here with Piranha Plant at 3 stocks. Rob at 2 stocks, but both Rob and Hero at high percentage. Let's see if Memorial can catch up or if IGMS will take this next match. You have Piranha Plant with a huge attack here in midair. Nice, and able to take a stock off the Rob. Looks like we have an even matchup. 3 stocks on Hero, 3 stocks on Piranha versus 1 stock on DDD and 1 stock on Rob. Which team will go out first? DD able to make it back onto the platform. This is going to be an exciting one, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see how this one shakes out. DDD getting edge guarded by the hero, and the Rob with a nice up air. Piranha Plant over there to help his teammate, and a neutral B from the DDD to take a stock off of hero. Piranha loses a stock too, and it looks like a 2v1 right now. We'll see if Memorial can win this one on the back foot here. Nice edge guarding from the red side, but recovery on Piranha Plant is so good that he's able to get back on a platform. Neutral B from the Rob with a nice up air combo. Almost sleeps the Piranha Plant for the KO, but narrowly avoids it. Again, just an amazing recovery, but huge edge guarding techniques from the red side. Looks like IGMS will seal this one unless something happens here. Nice crit from the hero. Able to take Piranha Plant to one stock. Piranha Plant being a very tanky character, able to sustain a lot of damage, but the 2v1 is just looking like too much for this one. A B able to get Piranha Plant back onto the stage. Looks like it's gonna be finished here, but no, wait, the Piranha Plant just too tanky. Looks like Hero is looking for those sleep. Nice strategy from the hero looking to sleep. And Piranha just not able to get a one-on-one with that Rob, who's just at a high damage. Looks like Piranha is really trying to make it a 1v1 here by looking for the Rob. This hero doing an amazing job of protecting his teammate. Now we have the 1v1 we've so desperately wanted. Oh, but wait, Rob didn't have two stocks. He didn't have one stock, he had two. It's still a 2v1, and again, it just looks like an uphill battle for Piranha Plant. I don't see Memorial catching up unless something crazy happens here. But a strong showing from MMS to claw their way back. And Rob finishes it with the up air, or the neutral air. Great match from IGMS and Memorial. IGMS wins. Orlando and Casey move on to the next round, although Mario and Max tried their darndest to keep that from happening. Looks like IGMS takes this one. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at our tournament bracket so far. We've made our way toward the end of our tournament as we move along. Right now, Perfect Shield gets past IGMS. Hats and Bananas defeating Master Hands. Perfect Shield, Hats and Bananas in the semifinals. Quarterfinals, my apologies. Egg Dog, Garcia versus Juarez. Garcia versus Memorial. Garcia versus Memorial. We just finished watching that one. Let's go ahead and look at the consolation bracket. Looks like we'll have Memorial moving on to the consolation in both of these matchups. Juarez Lincoln versus IGMS. JD Salinas still trying to fight their way back into the main tournament bracket up here. Looks like IGMS is going to queue up right now against Juarez Lincoln, the Egg Dog team versus the We Warriors. We'll go ahead and send you to the champ selection screen to see how this match will shape up.
Show and Kasui. Mario.
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, with our next matchup for today. We have Luis and Josser from Juarez Lincoln High School versus Margarito and Gavin from IGMS. We got a Banjo and Kazooie main, and Yoshi, one of my favorite characters, versus the Mario and Luigi combo. Nice, the Mario brothers here to play. We'll see how this one shapes out. I know Banjo and Kazooie has some forward Bs that are really damaging. They do a lot of havoc here in this matchup. We'll see how that works out for Banjo. And he uses one of his feathers and forward Bs to get back onto the platform. He has one left for this stock. Each stock Banjo and Kazooie have replenishes his feathers with his forward B. He used his last forward B right there. It's a great attack to clear the map. And it looks like Luigi was able to find a stock and Juarez Lincoln with an early lead here, but IGMS says, hey, wait, we're still in this. 2v2, 2 stocks each. Blue and red side, even matchup so far. Yoshi with a nice down A. Staircases his way down for some nice damage. Luigi with the forward B back onto the platform. This looks like a pretty good one so far. A down B from the Yoshi finds Luigi, knocks him off the map. Yoshi looking to edge guard. Perfect shield from the Banjo. Uses one of his feathers and another one to put some damage onto the Mario brothers. Looking for a forward smash with Banjo, but doesn't find it. Uses another feather and finds 2 of his opponents. Oh my gosh, Yoshi with an up air onto the Mario. Mario with just 1 stock left. Luigi with 1 stock left. Looks like IGMS might be in the lead here. We'll have to check after the match which side is on each side. I actually don't know if it's IGMS on the Mario brothers or if it's Juarez Lincoln, but we'll find out at the end of this matchup. Yoshi with some forward airs, looking to spike. Gets knocked off to the map. Luigi with some good edge guarding here. Forward B or a feather from Banjo and Kazooie finds 2 of his opponents. Forward smash from the Banjo, but leaves Luigi to get back on the platform so he can 2v1 the Mario. Mario is out. 2v1 from the blue side. Let's see if Mario can clutch it here or if the blue side will take this one. Down smash from the Yoshi player, trying to find Luigi. Luigi with the forward B, trying his darndest to stay in this one. An up air from the Luigi finds nobody. Yoshi looking to find him with the egg. I'm thinking IGMS is this blue team because their team name is Egg Dog. We'll have to find out at the end of this one. But a huge victory for the blue side. Yoshi and Banjo, some of my favorite characters, take it against the Mario brothers, Mario and Luigi. So we'll update you shortly as to the winners for that one. But it was a great matchup for IGMS and Juarez Lincoln. IGMS indeed takes that one. IGMS wins. Margarito and Gavin move on to the next round. Great matchup from those 2 student teams. Stay with us. We will return shortly. Right now, we have an intermission video from last year's esports events. Thank you so much for staying tuned.
First of all, I'd like to thank La Jolla ISD for supporting esports. We brought it to different individuals, the school board, so forth, and they were very supportive in implementing esports. Esports is about competitive gaming and having kids compete against each other from different schools. And I want to let the students know that esports is here at La Jolla ISD, and we're very excited. We invite all students to be a part of esports. If you're interested in gaming, esports is here, and we invite you to be a part of this new endeavor that's been approved by La Jolla ISD. The kids are having a wonderful time. They're competing, they're watching the games live, Plus, this event is being live streamed as well.
This esports tournament is about a gaming league where LJISD from at least 10 schools play, middle school and elementary. We go against a beat, but it's like a raffle thing. So then what we do is we play against each other to see who wins, and that person who wins, they go up. But if you lose, it's okay because everyone wins. If one person wins in each school, everyone wins. We started doing esports at 5th grade at the beginning. What I like about esports is that you get to play whatever games you want, and it doesn't matter if you lose or win, you're always a winner.
I like it because it's pretty fun. I like the conversations that are going around school. It's nice to see that people are getting back together. I would like to thank my teachers from 8th grade all the way through 6th grade.
The esports tournament that we are doing today is through Nintendo Switch using the software called Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And the reason we chose that game is because it is rated E+, which means that elementary, middle school, high school, and even universities can compete in this. Esports is bringing not only a different type of competition, just like regular sports, but the difference is that anybody can participate, where any student can compete regardless of their background. Eventually, our goal is to continue growing as an esports program, to compete not only, if possible, in Region 1, but statewide as well.
We are a leadership campus here at Paredes Elementary, and what the best way to lead our district is by hosting our first annual esports event here at a leadership campus at La Jolla ISD. You know, we do have some great athletes, great musicians here at La Jolla ISD, but we also need to recognize that we do have gamers that aren't really into sports, aren't into music, but they can play one exciting game. And that's what we have here. We're offering that opportunity, leading the way for our gamers at La Jolla ISD and across the RGV. I wanted to go ahead and just share out to the RGV students across the valley. If you want to be part of a gaming family, come join us here at La Jolla ISD, where the opportunity is for you.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, with this next one. We have Daniel and Axel from Memorial Middle School versus Audrina and Esmiguel from IGMS. Audrina and Esmiguel have a team named the Cheeto Pups versus Axel and Daniel with their team name, the Koopa Troopas. So we see right now Pyra and Richter versus Pyra and Sonic. And a huge smash attack for the red team. I believe that's IGMS that moves on, but we'll find out shortly which team ended up winning that one. Was it the Cheeto Puffs from IGMS, or was it the Koopa Troopas from Memorial? Make your predictions in the chat. We'll see who did it. Looks like it was Memorial Middle School with that victory. The Richter doing a great job on that match. Memorial moves on. Daniel and Axel still in this one. Their next match will be against IGMS Eggdog from earlier today. Looks like our quarterfinals are going to feature two matchups from IGMS and Memorial. We'll see how those matchups shake out in just a second. Let's take a look at the tournament bracket Right now, again, at the primary or at the secondary, we're in the quarterfinals already. We have Perfect Shield Memorial versus Hats and Bananas Garcia versus Egg Dog from Garcia and the Koopa Troopers from Memorial. Of course, we have our consolation bracket too. These students are trying to make their way back into the main bracket. We have Juarez Lincoln, the We Warriors, still in this against JD Salinas. Again, Juarez Lincoln versus Garcia. Those students are still in this versus Memorial and Chavez, who are trying to fight their way into the main bracket versus Memorial. So we still have plenty of action left to go for today. Let's take a look at the primary bracket or our elementary bracket for today too. We have the Enforcers from Tabasco versus Peña Elementary right now on stage. Let's take it away for the character selection screen. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are getting ready for our next matchup, which will be between Santiago and Kevin from Peña Elementary versus Mason and Ociel from Tabasco. If you remember, we saw Santiago and Kevin earlier today. I believe they're on the Ridley and Harry characters, but I could be correct. We'll find out at the end of the match who wins and who moves on. They'll help clear up who's playing who, but right now Santiago and Kevin cheer them on versus Mason and Ociel from Tabasco. Drop your predictions in the chat. Which team will take it? Red side or blue side? Will it be Peña or will it be Tabasco? Drop some fire emojis in the chat. Let me know who will win. Let's see how it goes here for today. Harry with a nice kick onto Toomey, looking to edge guard, but Ridley able to clear the map a little bit. Toon Link with a nice tilt move onto Terry. Terry is still able to get back on the platform. Huge attack from the Terry, but Toon Link almost able to get a double kill. Ridley trying to edge guard the Terry, but Terry is just so good at returning to the platform. Ridley again able to knock out the Terry. It's an even matchup. 2-2, my mistake. Blue team is up. Technically, Toon Link still has 3 stocks. Toon Link able to survive with high percent damage, but announcer's curse right here. Terry able to clear it. Blue side looking up be on the back foot, and Toon Link made a mistake on recovery. Is not able to get onto the platform. Blue side is slowly starting to see themselves out of this one. Red side with a clean edge guarding. Way to go here for the red team. And it looks like that was it. Terry able to come out on top for their school. Terry and Ridley, definitely a strong 2v2 combo. We'll go ahead and update you as to which school moved on from that one in just a second. Looks like it's Peña Elementary who moves on. Peña Elementary moves on for that one. Peña Elementary. Not a lot of students competing today for Peña, but they're able to move on in that matchup. Great job from Peña Elementary. Santiago and Kevin, who we saw earlier today, still in this one. Looks like it'll be Peña and Paredes in the semifinals. Paredes and Peña in the semifinals. This team, what we will see again, Santiago and Kevin will play again in the semifinals for the elementary. Great job. Yes, Cheese, this is Fortnite. And apologies not hand, but yes, we are playing a Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Tournament today. Thank you so much for leaving comments in the chat. This chat is still alive. Thank you for joining us on today's esports event. We have a tournament between middle schools and high schools. We have a tournament for the elementary. Right now, we just finished watching our elementary schools compete. Peña Elementary versus Tabasco, and Peña did move on to the next round. This couldn't have been done without your donations. Thank you so much for donorschoose.org/LJISD esports. Make your contribution today. A lot of these donations will be used to help schools fund their esports clubs with different equipment, resources such as Nintendo Switches, pro controllers for competition, items that will only benefit our students here at LJISD. Right now, we're getting ready for our next few matches for today. We're on the character selection screen, and up next, we have 2 teams competing. This is the semifinal for middle school. Right now, we have Memorial versus IGMS. We'll go ahead and update you guys which students are competing in just a second. Let's go ahead and head to the character selection.
Hero.
Right now we have students Leonardo Reyes and Michael Osornio from Memorial Middle School versus Orlando and Casey from IGMS. Let's see how this one shakes out. Right now, we got here Rob from IGMS versus Little Mac and Samus. Blue side, Memorial, with a lot of damage so far, but Little Mac just got his KO move. Let's see if he's able to capitalize. Misses it. Neutral B from the Rob. Nice edge guarding from IGMS. We'll see if Memorial can make a comeback or if IGMS will take this early lead. Little Mac able to recover onto platform. Looking to attack, but is interrupted. Completes his forward B and able to take a stock off the red side. Little Mac with not so great a recovery, isn't able to get back on the platform. Right now, red side with the lead. Rob is able to, my mistake, it's a 2v2. Here we go, 2 stocks each. Pretty even matchup so far, but this is definitely going to be a close one. Again, Leonardo Reyes and Michael Osornio from Memorial Middle School on the blue side versus Orlando and Casey on the red side for IGMS. And it looks like Little Mac just lost another stock. IGMS right now in the lead. Very careful to avoid Little Mac's forward B's. Little Mac able to protect Samus a little bit, but Rob finds Samus on the edge and is able to knock him out. Little Mac with a KO onto Hero. Nice dash attacks from the Little Mac, but will it be enough? A tilt move from the Little Mac here too. Not able to get his forward B off on the red side, but a broken shield. Not able to get it off in time. And Little Mac lands his KO move. Will it even it up a little bit? We'll see. We'll have to find out here. It's a one-stock matchup for both the red and the blue side. Again, folks, this was going to be a close one, but Hero able to knock him out. Looks like IGMS might just finish this one unless Samus clutches it somehow. But no, we have a huge smash attack from Hero. IGMS takes this match. IGMS wins. Orlando and Case will move on. Great showing from Leonardo and Michael. We will see them again. This is their first loss for today. Again, this is a double elimination tournament, so you will see the Little Mac and the Samus again, but maybe with new characters this next time. Great fight from IGMS and Memorial. 2 strong schools for today's tournament.
Team battle.
And we'll be taking a quick 3-minute break. Please, for those just joining us, stay tuned. We are just going to showcase a quick video from last year, but we will return shortly for some more exciting Super Smash Bros. Action.
First of all, I'd like to thank La Jolla ISD for supporting esports. We brought it to different individuals, the school board, so forth, and they were very supportive in implementing esports. Esports is about competitive gaming and having kids compete against each other from different schools. And I want to let the students know that esports is here at La Jolla ISD, and we're very excited. We invite all students to be a part of esports. If you're interested in gaming, esports is here, and we invite you to be a part of this new endeavor that's been approved by La Jolla ISD. The kids are having a wonderful time. They're competing, they're watching the games live. Plus, this event is being live streamed as well.
This esports tournament is about a gaming league where LJISD from at least 10 schools play, middle school and elementary. We go against a beat, but it's like a raffle, I think. So then what we do is we play against each other to see who wins, and that person who wins, they go up. But if you lose, it's okay because everyone wins. If one person wins in each school, everyone wins. We started doing esports at 5th grade at the beginning. What I like about esports is that You get to play whatever games you want, and it doesn't matter if you lose or win. You're always a winner.
I like it because it's pretty fun. I like the conversations that are going around school. It's nice to see that people are getting back together. I would like to thank my teachers from 8th grade all the way through 6th grade.
The esports tournament that we are doing today is through Nintendo Switch using the software called Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And the reason we chose that game is because it is rated E+, which means that elementary, middle school, high school, and even universities can compete in this. Esports is bringing not only a different type of competition, just like regular sports, but the difference is that anybody can participate, where any student can compete regardless of their background. Eventually, our goal is to continue growing as an esports program, to compete not only, if possible, in Region 1, but statewide as well.
We are a leadership campus here at Paredes Elementary, and what the best way to lead our district is by hosting our first annual esports event here at a leadership campus at La Jolla ISD. You know, we do have some great athletes, great musicians here at La Jolla ISD, but we also need to recognize that we do have gamers that aren't really into sports, aren't into music, but they can play one exciting game. And that's what we have here. We're offering that opportunity, leading the way for our gamers at La Jolla ISD and across the RTV. I wanted to go ahead and just share out to the RTV students across the valley. If you want to be part of a gaming family, come join us here at La Jolla ISD, where the opportunity is for you.
And we're going to jump right into this next one. Ladies and gentlemen, we have students from the elementary competing, but it looks like the blue side is already looking to cap this one off for today. We have Paredes versus Peña Elementary, Iker and Joel from Paredes versus students from Peña Elementary. Now update us as to their names in just 1 second. We have Santiago and Kevin from Peña. Let's go ahead and flash their names up on the screen. Give them a little bit of a shout out on stream. Again, we had Iker and Joel versus Peña Elementary, Santiago and Kevin. And I'll update you as to the winners for that one. But again, a great event here today. We're nearing the end of our matchups. Let's go ahead and see which students were able to win. Paredes wins. Iker and Joel are able to move on. Great job from our elementary students. Looks like the Ducks will be in the finals. Paredes Elementary are looking to be in the finals. Let's take a look at some of our tournament brackets for today. Right here, we have our secondary bracket, which is the middle school and high school. Right now in our semifinals, we're going to have IGMS versus IGMS. My mistake. IGMS is in the semifinals against each other. Hats Bananas versus Egg Dog. In our consolation bracket, it looks like Juarez Lincoln moves on. They will be fighting Memorial. Chavez moves on. They will be fighting Memorial. And the winners of these two matchups will face each other to get back into the finals. Let's look at our primary bracket or our elementary bracket for today. We have Paredes in the semifinals or in the finals for today, and fighting their way to get there will be Peña Elementary versus the winner of Cavazos and Paredes. So these are just some of the teams trying to get back into the finals for the last couple of spots here at the end. Thank you so much for joining us. I would stay tuned. We do have some finals matches coming up just in a bit. Right now, let's head to the character selection screen and see what's happening with our teams for today. I'll go ahead and update us as to which teams are competing on stage. Right now, we have IGMS versus IGMS.
3, 2, 1, go!
Let's just head into the map. Right now we have, again, two teams from IGMS competing against one another. Margarito and Gavin, Team Egg Dog, which I am assuming are Isabel and Banjo, versus Orlando and Casey. A very strong 2v2 composition with the Hero and Rob. Rob able to use projectiles while Hero sleeps away. But it looks like Team Red or Team Egg Dog is doing a phenomenal job on the Isabel and Banjo. Able to take a strong early lead here. But here we are, 2 and 1 stock on each character respectively. Looks pretty even to me, red versus blue. And notice how they're fighting on opposite ends of the platform. Looked like we had a one-on-one for a little bit, but now we converge as these two teams fight each other. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, this is shaping up to be a good one. We're here in the semifinals for the secondary. Our middle school team's doing a great job at making it towards the very end of this tournament. Margarito and Gavin on Isabel and Banjo versus Orlando and Casey, who are on Hero and Rob. And Banjo, with a mistake here, finds himself off the map with a down A. Isabel with only one stock. Everyone is on one stop except Rob. Looks like the blue side might take this one. And a huge smash attack onto Rob, making it a one-stock matchup all the way across the board. But Hero at very high percentage. We'll see if Hero is nope. And just as I about to start saying Hero is off, and it's a 2v1 right now. Looks like Team Egg Dog might take this one, unless Rob is able to clutch it. Rob getting shuffled around here at 95%. Who's going to take this stock? And it's the feather from Banjo. Huge knockout for Team Egg Dog. Margarito and Gavin move on to the finals. Orlando and Casey will have to win out of the losers bracket in order to see their way into the finals once again. Will we have a rematch from IGMS versus IGMS, or will someone from the losers bracket be able to make their way back into the winners bracket? We'll find out shortly, but great matchup from IGMS students. Putting on a show here at the tournament.
Team battle.
Again, this couldn't be possible without your donations. Thank you so much. You are able to donate at donorschoose.org/LJISD Esports. Make your contribution today, even if it's just $1, $2. It'll go a long way in promoting the enthusiasm and the community behind these esports clubs. I know at my home campus at Memorial Middle School, we're looking for resources in terms of an extra switch device, some more pro controllers for our students. Thank you so much for everything that you all do for our children here at LJISD. It couldn't be possible without your help. This is our second 6 Weeks Tournament, our first event of the school year. Thank you so much for those just joining us. We'll go ahead and update you as to the next matchup in just a second. Right now, we have a quick intermission video and a huge informational piece for people maybe just joining us for the first time. Esports is a great opportunity for students to compete in their favorite video games against other schools. Not only are they able to compete at the elementary, middle school, and high school, but in college, Region 1, they also promote esports, and there are scholarships for some of these esports players. Scholarships for college, university, and this is just a great opportunity for students to get into gaming at a competitive and a career level. Not only can you find your career in esports being a gamer, but you can work as a live streamer, a content creator, a manager for an esports team. There are plenty of opportunities to find work in your future for gaming. We'll get started shortly. I'll update you as to which teams are competing in just a moment.
Sora! Club! Good Sabbath! 3, 2, 1, go!
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We have a 2v2 right now currently underway. Santiago and Kevin from Peña Elementary versus Joaquin and Perla from Paredes. Looks like the red team with an early lead because Samus has 3 stocks or 3 lives left, but at high percentage. We'll see if the blue team can even it up a little bit. Cloud with a huge smash attack onto Samus. Dark Samus. So now it's pretty even. Forward B from the Cloud player. Cloud on blue side and Sora on the blue side versus Kirby and Samus. Looks like Cloud is able to land an empowered up B. Kirby almost loses himself on the edge, but able to get back on a platform. Down B from Kirby, knocks out the Sora main. Sora with 1 stock left. Red side currently winning. Up B from the Cloud, looking to find Kirby, doesn't find him. Sora getting knocked around. Needs to be careful here. Forward B from Sora. Followed by an up B, finds nobody. Kirby with the down B. Able to do some good damage onto the blue team. The neutrals from projectiles from the Samus. Looking to find some space here for some more projectiles. Doesn't find it. Cloud able to clean it up a little bit. 2v1, but Sora at high damage. Let's see if Sora can contribute a little bit here to some of the damage onto red side before finding himself out of the map. Nice up B from Sora onto Kirby. Kirby looking to inhale, but finds the down B on Sora, and red team is up 2v1 onto Cloud. Cloud still with 2 stocks. If Cloud can take out Kirby, it'll be a 1v1 matchup. But Samus looking to protect his teammate. Looks like we have some projectile spams from the Samus. Cloud looking for an entry, finds a forward B onto Samus. Up B from the Cloud main, doesn't find anybody here. Nice up air from the Cloud onto both characters. Still looking to find the Kirby, but doesn't find him. Nice up B from Cloud onto Kirby. Great wielding Cloud, and nice Cloud to avoid. And here, projectiles from Samus. Almost found that forward B onto Samus, but doesn't. Nice down B from the Kirby. Leaves Cloud at 1 stock left. About 2 minutes left in this matchup. Forward B onto the Samus. Forward B onto the Kirby. It's a 1-on-1. Will Cloud be able to clutch it on the 1v2? It looks as though he might. Cloud having a lot of momentum heading into this one. Some up neutral airs. The Cloud main finding it, comboing it with an up B. And Samus looking to use his projectiles here for some damage. Cloud with definitely a lot of momentum after equalizing it on the 2v1. Now finds himself in a 1v1 against Dark Samus. Cloud doing a great job at sizing up his opponent. Shields the fully charged neutral B. Samus charging up his cannon once again, able to land it onto Cloud this time. Cloud just taking neutral energy shots. Nice down B little grenade from the Samus keeps him relatively safe. Cloud now finding himself at high damage. Who will take it? Remember, folks, Cloud had to fight a 2v1 to get where he is now. At the 1v1 versus Dark Samus. A neutral B from Cloud sends a energy scored shockwave towards Samus. Some nice dash attacks from the Cloud. Almost finds the forward smash, but Samus able to dodge. Nice up air from the Cloud. And an up B from Samus. Into another up B from Samus. Cloud not able to land. 3 seconds left. Will this go to sudden death? It seems like it will.
Sudden death, go!
And Samus may be a bit confused here. Cloud takes it.
Blue team win.
And a huge clutch victory from the blue team, who was able to come out on top. Now, we don't go by suicides here. We go by team damage, and it looks like blue team had about 800 damage over the red team with about 500 damage. So it's clear to say that the blue team will move on from this one. Sora and Cloud able to come from a clutch comeback victory. Great matchup from Santiago and Kevin for Peña against Joaquin and Perla for Paredes. Stay with us, stay tuned for the victory and for the match results. We'll update you as to which team was able to take this victory in just a moment. And just to update you, Santiago and Kevin from Peña Elementary win the match. They are back into the main bracket, and they will be playing Paredes Elementary in the finals. Great matchup from our students at Peña Elementary. Again, Peña Elementary is one of the elementary schools that had some of the fewest teams here today, but Team Beta, Santiago and Kevin, find their way back into the finals against Paredes and are able to clutch it in the consolation bracket. They will be in the finals for a trophy in today's tournament. Great job for Peña Elementary.
Team battle. Draw.
And queued up in our next matchup, it looks like our secondary will be queuing up here.
Hero.
We'll go ahead and update you as to who will be playing. Looks like IGMS and IGMS are in the finals. Egg Dog versus Hats and Bananas. Here we go. A rematch for today in the finals. IGMS versus IGMS. Orlando and Casey versus Margarito and Gavin. Good luck for our IGMS competitors. Looks like blue team is already getting off to a good start, edge guarding this red team. Again, if you remember, our red team won the last time these two teams faced off, but we'll see how it goes this time. Maybe some strategizing or some conversations after that last one. But here we are again, Egg Dog versus Hats and Bananas, IGMS versus IGMS in the finals. They're definitely going home first and second for today, but let's see who comes out on top. Bragging rights are on the line. Everything is on the line for these student esports players and athletes. Let's see how well they do. A sleep from the hero almost finds Banjo. Blue team now trying to find their way back onto the platform. Banjo is lost a stock, so it looks like blue side is up right now. Rob losing a stock just now too. Might be a little bit even, but we have high damage on both the red side and the blue side, which is now 3-2. Red is 3-2. Red looking like a little bit more even on this matchup against blue. A lot going on here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look. Even though we had a early lead from the blue side, looks like red is making a comeback with the Isabel and the Banjo. Isabel with a huge smash attack onto Rob. I heard a crit from Hero, and we're all tied up here until Banjo finds his way out. Looks like blue side might make the comeback. Might have to run this back, ladies and gentlemen, because our red team is undefeated today. Our blue team has only lost once. They've made their way back into the winner's bracket, but now both teams will have a one loss today. So they might run it back to decide who is the ultimate finals champion. Rob with a huge recovery here onto the platform. Hero and Rob looking to seal this one off with an edge guard on Isabel. Sleeps the Isabel. Smash attack from Hero. Huge victory for the blue side.
Blue team wins.
Looks like that would be Orlando and Casey with the victory on that one. We'll definitely stay tuned to see the results of this one. And as predicted, as predicted, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we're going to have to run that one right back. But before we get to that, we'll head to the primary bracket or the elementary group. And we'll take a look at this next matchup for today. We will be back shortly. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, with our primary or elementary group finals. Paredes Elementary versus Peña Elementary, the Ducks from Paredes. Iker and Joel versus Santiago and Kevin, both from Peña Elementary, fighting their way back into this one. Again, they lost one match today, fought their way back into the winner's bracket, and are now here in the finals against Iker and Joel from Paredes, a favorite to win for today. We'll see what happens in this next match. Losing an early stock was the Sora. KO move ready to go from Little Mac, but doesn't find anybody. Little Mac not able to recover. Looks like a two-stock climb for the blue team. Red team on top with the Ganondorf and the K-Rool. K-Rool using his belly to counter that one. Sora able to get back onto the map, but K-Rool with the huge tilt move onto Sora. Finds himself again with another tilt move onto Little Mac. This K-Rool is just dominating today. And another huge attack. What gets countered from behind? K-Rool with another KO. I think K-Rool has most of the kills in this one. K-Rool definitely carrying this 2v2 matchup. And it's a 2v1 for the red side. Red wins. Red wins. Stay tuned for the finals results. Who was it? Was it Paredes or was it Dania Elementary? Leave your predictions in the chat. Today's victory goes to Paredes Elementary. Paredes Elementary wins the tournament here at Cesar Chavez Middle School. Congratulations to Paredes, Iker, and Joel. Great match for today. Dominating victory all the way through. And as you clearly saw, a huge potential to compete from Paredes. A great showing for them here at the tournament today.
Team battle.
Now, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we have our last matchup for today. Margarito and Gavin on Egg Dog versus Orlando and Casey on Hats and Bananas. These two teams have fought together twice today, both winning once. Egg Dog with the first victory, Hats and Bananas with the second one. Now here for the tiebreaker and the finals matchup. IGMS and Orlando and Casey, Margarito and Gavin, two teams from the same school here to compete for the finals. Stay tuned for the last matchup today. We'll go ahead and jump right in once our match begins.
First of all, I'd like to thank La Jolla ISD for supporting esports. We brought it to different individuals, the school board, so forth, and they were very supportive in implementing esports. Esports is about competitive gaming and having kids compete against each other from different schools. And I want to let the students know that esports is here at La Jolla ISD, and we're very excited. We invite all students to be a part of esports. If you're interested in gaming, esports is here, and we invite you to be a part of this new endeavor that's been approved by La Jolla ISD. The kids are having a wonderful time. They're competing, they're watching the games live. Plus, this event is being live streamed as well.
This esports tournament is about a gaming league where LJISD from at least 10 schools play, middle school and elementary. We go against a beat, but it's like a raffle thing. So then what we do is we play against each other to see who wins, and that person who wins, they go up. But if you lose, it's okay because everyone wins. If one person wins in each school, everyone wins. We started doing esports at 5th grade at the beginning. What I like about esports is that You get to play whatever games you want, and it doesn't matter if you lose or win. You're always a winner.
I like it because it's pretty fun. I like the conversations that are going around school. It's nice to see that people are getting back together. I would like to thank my teachers from 8th grade all the way through 6th grade.
The esports tournament that we are doing today is through Nintendo Switch using the software called Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And the reason we chose that game is because it is rated E+, which means that elementary, middle school, high school, and even universities can compete in this. Esports is bringing not only a different type of competition, just like regular sports, but the difference is that anybody can participate, where any student can compete regardless of their background. Eventually, our goal is to continue growing as an esports program, to compete not only, if possible, in Region 1, but statewide as well.
We are a leadership campus here at Paredes Elementary, and what the best way to lead our district is by hosting our first annual esports event here at a leadership campus at La Jolla ISD. You know, we do have some great athletes, great musicians here at La Jolla ISD, but we also need to recognize that we do have gamers that aren't really into sports, aren't into music, but they can play one exciting game. And that's what we have here. We're offering that opportunity, leading the way for our gamers at La Jolla ISD and across the RGV. I wanted to go ahead and just share out to the RGV students across the valley. If you want to be part of a gaming family, come join us here at La Jolla ISD, where the opportunity is for you.
Thank you for joining us. We're here at Cesar Chavez Middle School towards the end of our esports day. Real quick, we would like to promote maybe the esports clubs and some future games that are available for this year and next year. And again, those were just a quick little video showcasing some of the games that we are making available to our students at the LJISD esports clubs. We have games like chess that can be played on chess.com, a very competitive website for chess players. We also have Rocket League that can be played through local area network or online. 3v3, 2v2s. Rocket League is sort of a soccer game between two teams using cars instead of players, using vehicles to move the ball. We also have games like Minecraft, games like Super Smash Brothers, like the one for today, Mario Kart. We're even hoping to add Super Mario Strikers, a soccer game very similar to FIFA. And we would like to include a bunch of other games like typing.com games, Nitro Type. There's definitely a lot in store for our future in esports here at LJISD. So again, if you are interested in joining esports, check with your teacher at your home campus. Talk to your campus principal about integrating an esports club, and we will have more participants hopefully this next tournament, and more in the future. Thank you for joining us today. We will be getting started with our finals matchup in about 5 to 10 minutes. Our students went to the cafeteria to have lunch for today, but they will be back shortly for our finals matchup. Here's a quick intermission video showcasing a lot of our esports events from last year and some of the things that we do for our students here at the tournament.
First of all, I'd like to thank La Jolla ISD for supporting esports. We brought it to different individuals, the school board, so forth, and they were very supportive in implementing esports. Esports is about competitive gaming and having kids compete against each other from different schools. And I want to let the students know that esports is here at La Jolla ISD, and we're very excited. We invite all students to be a part of esports. If you're interested in gaming, esports is here, and we invite you to be a part of this new endeavor that's been approved by La Jolla ISD. The kids are having a wonderful time. They're competing, they're watching the games live. Plus, this event is being live streamed as well.
This esports tournament is about a gaming league where LJISD from at least 10 schools play, middle school and elementary. We go against a beat, but it's like a raffle, I think. So then what we do is we play against each other to see who wins, and that person who wins, they go up. But if you lose, it's okay because everyone wins. If one person wins in each school, everyone wins. We started doing esports at 5th grade at the beginning. What I like about esports is that you get to play whatever games you want, and it doesn't matter if you lose or win, you're always a winner.
I like it because it's pretty fun. I like the conversations that are going around school. It's nice to see that people are getting back together. I would like to thank my teachers from 8th grade all the way through 6th grade.
The esports tournament that we are doing today is through Nintendo Switch using the software called Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And the reason we chose that game is because it is rated E+, which means that elementary, middle school, high school, and even universities can compete in this. Esports is bringing not only a different type of competition, just like regular sports, but the difference is that anybody can participate, where any student can compete regardless of their background. Eventually, our goal is to continue growing as an esports program, to compete not only, if possible, in Region 1, but statewide as well.
We are a leadership campus here at Paredes Elementary, and what the best way to lead our district is by hosting our first annual esports event here at a leadership campus at La Jolla ISD. You know, we do have some great athletes, great musicians here at La Jolla ISD, but we also need to recognize that we do have gamers that aren't really into sports, aren't into music, but they can play one exciting game. And that's what we have here. We're offering that opportunity, leading the way for our gamers at La Jolla ISD and across the RGV. I wanted to go ahead and just share out to the RGV students across the valley. If you want to be part of a gaming family, come join us here at La Jolla ISD, where the opportunity is for you.
Consolation and Luma. Hero. Three, two, one, go!
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Off to the finals we go. Who's going to take it? Margarito and Gavin, or Orlando and Casey? We'll find out shortly. You have Yoshi and Rosalina versus Hero and Rob. So a few last-minute character changes. Orlando and Casey on Rob and Hero versus Eggdog, who changed it up a little bit from the Banjo to the Rosalia. Right now we have an early lead from the blue team. Yoshi losing a stock early on. Last match for today, Hero finds a crit onto Rosalina. Rob getting knocked out on that one. Still with 2 stocks, blue team up, but Hero at high percentage. Yoshi looking for an up air. Down B's onto the edge, still safe on the platform. Hero with the forward B, huge attack on Yoshi. Yoshi with just 1 stock left, but oh, did someone fall off the map just now? Hero with a nice neutral B, finds nobody. Yoshi gets crit by the Hero. Yoshi's out of here. 2v1 with the Rosalina. Will Rosalina give up a stock for Yoshi and make it a 2v2? Or will she fight to the death, try to even it up a bit? Looks like Orlando and Casey have a strong route to the championship right here. 2v1, looks like it'll stay a 2v1. Hero able to take his time and look for his selection of neutral Bs. Rosalina still fighting here, trying to not die a dishonorable death, doing everything she can to make it a little bit more even. Luma, Rosalina's partner, finds a recovery here, and Rob down to a stock. Rosalina again showing everybody that she can still battle with the best of them. Hero almost finds a sleep onto Rosalina, and Hero takes off a stock from Rosalina. Rosalina is just at 1 stock left. Will she be able to even this up a bit and take out the Rob, or will she have to fight it? One is fine. Hero with an empowered attack, ready to go. Looking for Rosalina, doesn't find her. Rosalina doing a great job at staying alive. Rosalina with an up air. Hero trying to do some chip damage. Almost finds Rosalina off of that one, but shielded by Rosalina. Nice edge guarding from the blue side. Is this going to be it? An up air from the Rob, and it is! Blue team wins. Casey and Orlando take first place. IGMS in first and second. Memorial in third. That's our finals results for today. In the secondary, for the primary, again, we had Paredes Elementary in first, Peña Elementary in second, and in third, we had Paredes. So Paredes takes first and third for the elementary. Second place goes to Peña Elementary. IGMS takes first and second for the secondary, the middle school, and Memorial coming in third. Great tournament day for our student esport athletes. Again, just a final shout out to all of you who joined us for the live stream. Thank you so much for making this possible. Make sure you hit like and subscribe down below. And let's give a huge, warm welcome and shout out to all of our schools competing today. Let's motivate our students in the chat. That way they can come back to this video, see all the positive comments, and only want to get better for the next event. We will be providing updates for our next event. Be sure to follow us on LJISD Esports, our YouTube channel, and make sure to follow ljisd.games, our website, for any updates on the next tournament. Again, a huge shout out to all the schools competing today. Just before we go, just a huge shout out to the last couple of teams that were able to make it to the finals. We'll go ahead and update first and second for IGMS, third, Memorial Middle School. This was the secondary or the middle school and high school. And for the primary, we had first place going to Paredes, second place for Peña Elementary, and third place for Paredes. Great showing for our students today. I'm sure it was a great time for them. And here, signing off from Cesar Chavez Middle School, my name is Mr. V. Moreno. I am from Memorial Middle School. Thank you so much for this opportunity to showcase our students on YouTube. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Also, a huge shout out to everyone who's donated on donorschoose.org/LJISD Esports. Make your contribution today. All of these donations will be used to only help further fund our esports events. Thank you for today's, and we are signing out here at LJISD. We hope you all have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Bye, guys. See you later, LJISD family.